Oh, hello. My name's Andrew Brooks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is all about that fantastic institution that we had way back when of the Wings Fun Club and, more importantly, Club Sandwich. Thank you very much for joining me, and as I said in my intro, this video is all about the Wings Fun Club, more importantly the club sandwich, and at the end I'm going to run through my top 5 club sandwiches, my favourite ones out of the 86 that I believe were issued, but anyway, that's later on in the video, so stick around and you'll find out my top 5. A little bit of the history, it goes way back when, the Wings Fun Club. So back in 1972 I was only 6, so I wasn't a member of the Wings Fun Club. But back in 72 there was an unofficial sort of fan club which was given the blessing through by McCartney through MPL, and it issued sort of like A4 printed sort of typed newsletters which were then photocopied, just sort of giving information about the band really, and what was going on. There was no photographs, or if they were just photocopied photographs onto the paperwork. So there was not a lot going on. As I say, they were in the form of sort of like foolscap folio sheets, or later on they did become A5 booklets, but they were quite sort of irregular in issue. There was like no sort of regular release of them, you know, sort of every couple of months or whatever. They did sort of come out fairly sporadically. I think various MPL employees sort of contributed to them and actually pushed them out. And I suspect if you was a new employee at MPL, that would be your task, getting involved in the Wings fan club and the newsletter that was put out. Then in 1974 it changed. It was no longer this unofficial fan club. It became the Wings Fun Club, and there was A5 sort of glossy booklets. Well, I say glossy, they had black and white pictures on the cover, but they were certainly more professionally produced than the earlier sort of printed ones. As I say, they had glossy sort of covers, and you know, a lot more information inside about the Wings and what they were doing then, and who the lineup was, and as I said, photographs. Very important to have photographs in a publication, believe me. There was also another innovation, and that was club offers. So you could buy you know, t-shirts, or I believe you could even buy a set of ballpoint pens with wings on the side. Fantastic. Wish I had a set now. But yeah, you could get t-shirts and tour programs. So here's an example of one of the tour programs that you could buy. It's one from, as it says on the back, Wings Over Europe. Obviously these were sold at the concerts, and then the surplus ones were then sold off within the fan club, as you can see there. There's some great pictures. This is from the 72 tour. There we go. I'll show you another page there. So these sort of, you see these floating around quite a bit. I think they maybe pop up occasionally on eBay. They're not very expensive, but they're a nice little collectible to have. And these were issued, sold through the Wings Fun Club. And I believe you could even buy like a triple pack. So you could have the Wings European tour, you could have the British tour from 75 and the American tour from 76 all included as a triple pack. Wow, fantastic. I'll have to keep my eye open for the others. Unfortunately, that's the only one of those 3 that I've got. Also in 1976 you could buy one of these, and it's a Wings Fun Club lyric book, and as you can see it's got the Wings logo there. And it was a lyric book for Wings at the Speed of Sound, which is obviously the album of the day, and it literally is just a lyric book. So you know, you could sing along to Let 'Em In and Wino Junko, and yeah, there's no pictures inside it at all, but it's a nice little thing to have. And as I say, you know, you can probably pick these things up fairly commonly on eBay and the likes. but this was a 1976 issue from the fan club. Then in 1977, the Fun Club changed. The publications became a bit more professional looking, even more than the other ones. These were like proper magazines, newspapers, if you like, and they now came out under the name of Club Sandwich, and they were filled chocker with photographs and facts and information about the band. Even people behind the scenes, they had like articles on the staff of MPO and a little picture and told you what they did within the organisation. As I said, they continued the trend with photographs, and even more so that it was absolutely a bumper crop. So if you want, I can show you episode 1, or edition 1, I should say. So here it is. It's from, what's the date on it? It says February, March 1977. And there it is. First issue, picture of Paul with Bill Black's bass that Linda had bought for him. And the headlines are like Linda snaps for the club. See there. And then there's a bit about Joe English getting married. Sue's letters, and they're asking for people to write in. And I'll open it up. It's only 2 pages. Well, one double-sided, I should say. So there we go, and there we are. See, there's all the pictures. All of these are available, I believe, on the McCartney project. And then on the back, there's some picture of Jimmy in a kilt and going Scottish. So paintings and a bit about Denny. So that's sort of number 1, their first issue, as they say on the front. It was, as I said, a lot more professional. Lots of behind the scenes stories, all about the new record releases, and very importantly, the fan club offers got even better. So let me show you some of these offer sheets. So this one is clearly from 79. There we have it there. I don't know if you can see it because of the picture on the back, but I'll read it to you. So get this, right? Man, I wish I'd bought 10 of all of these. I probably wouldn't have been able to afford it. So you've got a Back to the Egg fun kit comprising of a t-shirt, coloured postcards, fried egg badge and keyring, an egg sticker, cigarette card set, the little ones that came in the press kit, and 8 black and white photos, a Back to the Egg poster, and the price of that. So the fun kit was a princely sum of £5, $12 in America back in the day, and the poster was a mere £1.49. So that's the thing. There we go. So that was, as I say, from 79. Fun Club. This one looks like it's probably even earlier than that. This looks like a 78 one. So there we go. Look at these goodies that you could have bought. T-shirts for London Town, books. So yeah, I'll read it out to you again. So you've got 1, 2, 3. You've got 5 different T-shirts that you could have got. Black with the gold logo, Fun Club T-shirt, T-shirt for kids, London Town sleeveless T-shirt, album cover T-shirt. You could get posters for Wings Greatest and London Town. You can get programs and songbooks. So you've got the Wings Tour 75 program. They're still knocking them out. Plates for 78 and signs for 79. They're Linda McCartney diaries, and I'll come on to those a bit later on. Wings Over America songbook, London Town songbook, Hands Across the Water. Oh, I just happen to have a Hands Across the Water book. There we go. They were for sale at the fan club. And then you've got sweatshirts, Wings Over America t-shirts, so on patches, badges, and they were all very reasonably priced. You know, I'll show you the back. So I don't know if you can see the price list there. Hold it up for you. I'm trying to get it so it's not shining through so much, but there we go. What a set you could have had. Brilliant. So these club offers, as I said, they range from everything from like t-shirts to the one I'm wearing here, which was for press. down to books, as I've already showed you. They've got the Hands Across, but there's loads more books that you could have bought. Ranging also from badges. I mean, look at these badges that we got sent. There's like a lovely press to play one there. There's Tug of War. What's this one? This is like a badge for the Buddy Holly Week from 1987. I don't know if you can see that one there. Terrific. Pretty Little Head badge. Even Seaside Woman badges. Look at that. Aren't these great? And even teeny weeny little badges. Pipes a piece. Terrific. And then as well as them, you also got sort of like invites to buy tour tickets. So you'd get advanced notification of, and you could buy tour tickets. Back in the day. Other things the fan club were very keen to let the fan clubbers know about were like secret gigs. So Paul McCartney at the Mean Fiddler in Harlesden in London. Princely sum of £10. You could go and see Paul at a small intimate gig. To tickets to be in the audience at Take It Away, or even I was at Hope of Deliverance video. I'm in that crowd somewhere if you look very carefully. These things were all brilliant offers to the fan clubbers. They continued as well. I can show you some more here. Sheet music. No, it's pretty good really. London Town, I've Had Enough, all the way to Old Time. So these were all, you could purchase all of these through the fan club. Other things that they wanted you to take part in. So here's a letter here from Sue. Dear member, 7th of June from 12 noon to 3 o'clock, Paul and his band will be in a studio in the London area recording a television programme to be screened abroad. A live studio audience is required for the day, so to come dressed, if possible, in 60s style clothes. Although we only have 75 pairs of tickets, we will be asking the entire UK membership and will be drawn on first 75 envelopes at random. So you've got offers like that. You also got sent sort of out the blue randomly things. So I got sent this sort of promo thing for the cooler, which has got Paul and Ringo in it. It's really nice. I think it's to coincide with the official entry to the Cannes Film Festival for that year. But just to receive things like that through the post made the fan club very special. Here's one of Linda's calendars that we could buy. So there's it includes her photographs there. And as I said, there was also the diary. So there was like Matey for 80 and things like that. And they'd have pictures taken by Linda in a diary form that you could buy. This is probably one of the best things that you could get from the fan club at the time. Do you know what this is? It's a Japanese tour program from the cancelled tour 1980. So obviously they had all these programs pressed up and printed. What are we going to do with them now? The tour's not going to go ahead. We'll sell them to the fan club members. So you can open it up here, and then inside you've got this lovely glossy tour program, as you can see here. I'll open it up. It's got loads of photos in there. So you could get one of them. They weren't expensive, probably a £5, something like that. Quite sought after these days. I think they fetch probably about £50 on eBay. But all these things that you could get, unfortunately, we can't anymore. So these ones were actually, a lot more regular. You probably got 2, possibly 3 editions a year, all depending on what was going on. Sometimes you got only one, but that was a bumper one. It really had come a long way from those early days, and it did continue all the way up to I think it was like number 86 was the last publication, and that was ended in 1998, unfortunately, with the death of Linda. And after that, it just killed the fan club. There was no more fan club. I think Linda was probably quite heavily involved, and without her input, it just folded. And as I said, number 86 was one of these bumper ones. So look at the size of this thing. And let me pull it out for you. Ooh. There we go. And it's a lovely tribute to Linda. Lovely tribute to Linda, and it is literally just full of pictures of Paul, Linda, the band, you know, old ones. Even, you know, if you go towards the end, there's some fairly sort of up-to-date ones, and I think it was quite a fitting tribute to Linda. And there we are. And it was a fitting tribute to Linda. It's a shame the fan club did close down after that, but you know, you can kind of understand why, I guess. And as I say, that one is the last one. It's a very nice one if you can get hold of it, if you don't already have it. I'm probably preaching to the choir, as they say. I'm sure a lot of you were fan club members and probably still have all your club sandwiches. But if you sort of like of the newer generation, these are, you know, if you want to know what was happening at the time, these are, you know, gold. So if you can get yourself some of these, they're fantastic. So having said that the fan club folded back in 86, 26th of May this year, 2023, MPL announced via Paul's official Facebook page. I'm still not 100% sure that, you know, that's run by MPL, but anyway, it announced that the Wings Fun Club had returned and fans were invited to sort of register on McCartney's website. Now, I'm still a bit skeptical about this because so far, I mean, where are we now? We're in October, so it's a good few months since we all signed up to it. And yet to see any new club sandwich, either in any format, be it digital, be it printed, anything. There hasn't been anything new on the website with a club sandwich. Okay, I know you get the what's that you're doing emails, but they were going before they announced this fan club reboot. So let's see. I'd like to see it come back. I really would. I'd happily pay a few quid to be a member again, and yeah, get to see what's going on. But I personally suspect it was just a ploy to get people to register to MPL's Macca's website, and then try and sell them all the stuff that's on the website anyway, t-shirts and albums and things like that. That wasn't the case of what Club Sandwich was back in the day. So skeptical me thinks it's just a marketing ploy. So as I promised you, my top 5 club sandwiches that mean probably a lot to me. They mean things for different reasons. You know, I was probably at some of the events that these things talk about, or I particularly like an issue just for its content and the like. So my first up, it's almost a joint one as well, because they issued 2 bumper club sandwiches. So they're from 1984, and just getting them out of the packaging now. And as you can see, they are for Give My Regards to Broad Street. Now these are numbers 34 and 35. They are absolute behemoths of you know, publications, and I really like these because, you know, 84, a little bit before that, was sort of the first time I'd started meeting Paul on a regular basis. So, you know, I probably saw him around about the time a lot of these things were being filmed and the like. So yeah, I really love this one. This one is practically a storybook of the film, Give My Regards to Broad Street. And then the second one is sort of like a behind the scenes sort of thing there. There we are, as you can see. And so there's sort of like more behind the scenes photos and on location of the filming, and you know, they're talking about, there's some for ballroom dancing and things like that. So I really enjoyed these 2 particular editions, just purely because that was sort of like the time I was around and started seeing Paul on a regular basis. So number 4 on my hit parade of club sandwiches is number 26, which is this one here, Tug of War. Now, you've got to remember that Paul hadn't had an album out for a couple of years. McCartney 2 came out and then Tug of War 2 years later. So this was sort of like the first club sandwich that I sort of got where it talks about the new album and things like that. So yeah, it's a great interview there with Paul, and just get some photos up. It was also on Desert Island Discs. As I say, these editions, these, you know, the publications are, they're huge. This one came with a big poster of Tug of War in the middle, which was fantastic to have, and you know, Ebony and Ivory video shoot. So for me, that number 4 is this purely because it just gave us so much information about the latest album that was sort of like new to us. Number 3, ironically, is their third publication, and it's one entitled Water Wings. Now, I've shown this on my previous video, which was all about London Town album. So click the link up here and you'll see that video. But yeah, this is my number 3 because London Town is one of my Wings, my favourite Wings albums. So to sort of see photos, you know, behind the scenes of the recording on the boats and things like that, yeah, I mean, they're great. So number 3 is my number 3 in my top 5. Okay, number 2 in my top 5 club sandwiches is number 51, edition number 51, which, as you can see, is pretty boring. It's just a single page, lots of writing, no photographs. Why is this my number 2 in my all-time top 5? Well, because of the envelope that it came in. And this is the envelope. But also included in that envelope was one of these. And it was a Russian album. Now, the fan club sent every single fan club member a copy of the Russian album because it was only available in Russia. So good on the fan club. Yeah, so although number 51 is just a printed sheet that I keep inside it, this is actually one of the hardest ones to get because not many people kept it because it is just a single sheet. And really, you know, the main thing about edition number 51 was getting a copy of the Russian album. Now, before you ask, I know there's lots of different variations of the Russian album. This is what was sent out with the fan club. Okay, so I believe it's a 13-track one. There is an 11-track one doing the rounds as well, but this is what was sent out with number 51. And now in at number 1, my all-time favourite club sandwich. I think it has to be. I think it's probably a lot of people's favourites. It is number 76 from December 1995, and it's just chock full of photos of the 3 surviving Beatles together at Paul's studio at Hog Hill Mill. And as I say, you know, it's chock full. There's the story about Anthology. Anthology had just come out, so it's all about Anthology. And then inside, you're treated to all these, you know, fantastic photos of an event that we thought, you know, we would never ever see. And there we are. That's the back page, and that's the front page. So that is my favourite club sandwich edition. I'm sure other people do have others. And just out of interest, here's the offer sheet. So, you know, there's all the t-shirts, Only Love Remains t-shirt, Get Back the film that he had. So that's those there for that. Thank you very much for joining me on my YouTube channel. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what your favourite top 5 club sandwiches are and why, and what you remember. What are your memories of the fan club? I have such fond memories, and you know, it was just the sheer stuff that you got, okay, you know, badges and stuff like that. But let me know what your memories of the fan club are. Let me know what you think of this new fan club thing that started up. Have any of you had any success from getting anything from them? But until then, I'll see you next time.